Good day, good people. Baldhead Hierophant here, coming on to give you guys a wonderful reading. So pull up, lend me about 20 to 30 minutes, and you might just find that this reading resonates with you, right? So if you are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. So coming on to give you guys a love reading, okay, relationship reading, partnership reading, pertaining to this full moon in Capricorn. So right now we are all going through a energy that is making us probably reevaluate our purpose. It may be an energy that's helping you take your power back. It may be an energy that's helping you redeem yourself from some stuff. You may be releasing people, places, things, and behaviors that have not aided to you being the best version of yourself, right? So your reputation could be getting a facelift, okay? It could be taking a different direction. Maybe you're changing the trajectory or being encouraged to change the trajectory of some things in your life that may not be to your highest and greatest good anymore, okay? Or let's just say that it has cycled out, because sometimes it's not that things are not for your highest and greatest good or that it's bad. Sometimes you've just cycled past some stuff, right? You don't need it anymore. So Capricorn energy is about getting up that mountain, getting to the top of that mountain and releasing anything that would make your baggage too heavy for you to continue to climb, okay? So I'm going to talk to you guys today about maybe the relationships that you could have in your life that would be haltering that, okay? We all have the power to attract the type of relationships we want, but that power is all contingent upon your energy and what type of energy your energy attracts, okay? So I'm gonna get into that via these rose cards, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and call in the spirit of love, light, life, wholeness. I want to call in the Holy Spirit for this reading as well, simply because we really need to feel the energy of something more nurturing, something comforting, something that's in alignment with our soul's desire, right? Our heart's desires, okay? So calling on the Holy Spirit will ensure that we are receiving our absolute most honest truth via these cards. And I do thank Spirit for using me as a trusted and true vessel to bring about this message, right? So thank you, Spirit. Give me 3 cards and show me clearly who this message will be for. Leave no stone unturned. Show me clearly. Okay, so the first 2 cards out is the 2 of Roses and the Moon card. So I love that good old Mother Moon has shown herself, okay? Because again, this is a full moon in Capricorn reading. So I'm very delighted that the Moon card did show itself already. So I absolutely could be speaking to Cancer people and Pisces people as well as Capricorn people. And these people could have Cancer moon, Pisces moon, or Capricorn moon, okay? So place the energy where it belongs. Thank you for the 3rd card, Spirit. I'm hearing something. It's an affirmation that someone, or some of you, or anybody for that matter, could possibly recite as an affirmation to call in the type of people that you want to see in your life. You can say, I am attracting relationships that agree with my desires, okay? I am attracting relationships that agree with my desires. Thank you, Spirit. And give me 1 more card. That's a beautiful affirmation. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to say it again. I am attracting relationships that agree with my desire. Ace of Roses. I love that because that is an indication that you are being given action-oriented energy. Okay, you're being given it's almost like you've been given the wand, okay, because the Ace of Roses is the Ace of Wands in this particular deck, right? But you're gonna have the power to meet the exact type of people that you want to meet. I want to repeat that affirmation that I was given. I am attracting relationships that agree with my desires. Now, I love how, I love how these cards are actually in alignment with the affirmation. So the Two of Roses is you having the opportunity to not only move in your power, but you are attracting similar beings, similar souls, other similar people that match your power. Because when you are moving in the Two of Wands energy, you're moving in your own personal power. Now, I do believe that the Moon card is giving me multiple interpretations, okay? The first thing I heard was, don't become delusional, meaning don't put yourself so high that you don't connect to anybody, or don't thank you, Spirit, for giving me the exact words. Don't cast yourself out so far beyond people that no one can resonate with your energy, okay? Don't become so delusional that you don't feel other people's energy and other people can't feel your energy, okay? So that's one of the messages that I'm getting. And then the second message is there are some feelings. So there is someone who has feelings for someone and you've been keeping them secret. Now is the time to release those feelings to, and for some of you, it's someone from your past. I don't know if you're holding on to maybe a mistake that this person made, or something that was done in a past relationship with this person. But for some of you, you're wanting someone back from your past, and you're being encouraged to release whatever anger or whatever the grudge is that you're holding. You have to let it go, because this person is trying to cycle back into your life because they want to try to make another impression. I mean, I know you never get a second time to make a first impression, as the old saying goes, but I beg to differ for this particular situation, okay? I believe that this person is going to cycle back around, and maybe both of y'all have done enough changing that you're going to see a difference in them. So it's going to feel like both of y'all are making a first impression on one another, okay? But whoever I'm speaking to that may have this grandeur type of attitude about themselves, like, because I feel like I'm hearing Spirit saying, don't act like you're too good for people, because that's only going to put you further in a box where nobody's going to be able to reach out. And there is someone trying to reach out to you. There is someone that wants to reach out to you, okay? But if they feel like they can't touch you, then they're not going to put in a lot of effort to try to convince you that they're worthy of your time, okay? So that message is just for a few people. It's not for everyone. But for those of you who are really ready and you have humbly asked to meet your equal, you've humbly asked the Creator to align you with someone who is a perfect vibrational match for you, it's on its way. And then for a few of you, you've already had this connection with that person, and they're just trying to cycle back around to you. So be open And more than anything, be honest with yourself. That's why I said if it's somebody who has hurt you in the past and you know you still love them, but maybe you haven't been able to move past the pain, it's time to let that go. It's time for you to cycle out of that. Release that with this full moon in Capricorn, because all full moons, no matter the sign it's in, all full moons are able to be used energetically to help you release and remove anything, person, place, thing, behavior, habit that is not good for where you're trying to go. So if you have a mindset that's holding on to past pain, past hurts, and grudges, then that is something that needs to cycle out. You need to allow that to cycle out, right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Thank you for more information on this reading, Spirit. Okay. Ashe. The proposal. Thank you for the card. Okay. So we have the Hermit card. So I could be speaking to Virgo energy. Then we have the Ten of Cups and the Three of Wands. So you've already taken some time out. Whoever this is, I know I'm speaking to somebody who's already taken possibly a hiatus from the relationship world. You've come off the market. You may be celibate, or you may have just been practicing abstinence, because some of you said that I don't want to engage in any type of sexual or sensual behavior, or not, I won't call it behavior. You don't want to participate in any type of emotional bonds with anybody unless you're married or there is a deep-seated connection. Okay, some of you said, listen, I need pure satisfaction, I need fulfillment, and it has to come from someone who deeply desires the exact same things I desire. Like I'm hearing, because it's beyond just a sexual thing. I'm talking to people who have a very sapiosexual mind. Like this person has to feed your mind, body, and soul. It's not just somebody that you deem as extremely handsome or as extremely beautiful. You want somebody where you see beyond their beauty. It's something about them that just speaks to your soul. Okay, so it's a deeper level connection. It's a deep-seated spiritual connection that you have with this person, right? So this is where it's getting ready to get really tricky for a lot of you. Now, what this is letting me know is, for some of you, you're going to have to leave where you're at to go get this, because maybe you don't have access to the type of man you want in the city that you're in. Or for some of you, this could mean you're going to meet somebody on a dating app and you're going to have to be willing to come out of your comfort zone and fly in to meet them, or they're going to fly in to meet you. Or it also could mean that you need to travel a little more so you can have a smorgasbord of different types of men or different types of women. It's almost like you need exposure. Let me just say that. Not necessarily have a smorgasbord. You need to expose yourself and explore a little more, because maybe your mindset is a little closed off. So you're used to dating a certain type of people, when the universe is saying, but the person for you is not even in your culture. The person for you is not even in your race. The person for you is not in your state or country, right? So it could mean a little bit of anything. So just place the energy where it belongs in those particular examples. Or if you know what this card means to you, because see, so for some of you, that person that you want to get back with, maybe they live somewhere else. Maybe y'all are going to reconnect. You're going to forgive each other. You're going to have that long conversation. It's going to be right back where it was as far as y'all feeling each other. You're going to feel like y'all have made that connection, and they're going to fly you out. They're going to say, okay, well, look, let me get you a ticket. Come see me. Okay. And that's going to be that first impression that I was speaking of, right? That second first impression that y'all are going to have on one another, because I'm sure both of y'all look different now. You know, you just have your grown woman look, or you have your grown man look, or he's going to have his grown woman. He's going to have his grown man look. She's going to have her grown woman look. So it's really going to feel like a first impression. because each of you have grown and matured in such a way. Somebody may have gained a little weight, not in a bad way, but in a way where he's like, ooh, you thick now. Ooh, I love it. Or maybe he's working out and his muscles and all nice and glistening and that chest is chiseled and you like, ooh, you didn't look like this, 5-10 years ago when I had you. So it's just a first impression can come in multiple ways. But for some of you, you're going to have to hop on that plane to go see it and to go get it, okay? That's more information that wants to channel through. Some more. Now the 5 of Pentacles has come out. Now, I don't like this because what it's indicating is somebody's going to be feeling real insecure. Now, insecurity breeds jealousy. Insecurity breeds low confidence, low self-esteem. So whoever is dealing with this, and I'm not going to stay on this too long because I don't want to stick my finger in anybody's wounds, okay? But what you absolutely must get rid of is whatever rejections that you felt like you experienced in your past life. Because if you hold on to that, that's going to show up on you and you're going to look undesirable to people who, in other words, would desire you, in other ways would desire you. But your insecurity shows up as your customer service representative. And nobody wants an insecure person, okay? It's just too hard loving someone who's insecure, okay? And these days, everybody wants their equal. Everybody wants their match. And two insecure people can't do anything for one another. So someone who is secure isn't going to deal with someone insecure. So if you've dealt with rejection, if you've dealt with heartbreak and heartache, if you lost a mate due to them deciding they didn't want you anymore, or if you were the one that decided you didn't want someone anymore, just whatever the case is that's got you feeling insecure, work on that. That's one of those things that you can release with this Capricorn energy, as I spoke about earlier in the video, right? Work on being the best version of yourself. Take your power back, okay? Take your power back. You don't have to move in insecure energy anymore. Whatever you dealt with in the past that has you insecure, that's something that you can release. Now, Spirit is telling me, for those of you who are holding the grudge, some of you are holding a grudge against somebody who didn't want you back in the day. Okay, they hurt your feelings. You felt like a dunce because you tried to approach them and they told you they didn't want to be with you, or I don't know, something happened, because the scenarios are plentiful. I mean, it could have been somebody that you had a crush on. Maybe they acted like they liked you and then kept it one at some point and said, I don't really like you. Something happened that made you feel insecure with someone. So I feel like that might be a few of you are feeling that. That is your story. And that is why I picked up on this in the moon card that said you got to let that grudge go. You got to let that rejection go. You got to let that whatever you're mad at go, because it happened in the past. And it left you guarded. It left you, it just left you insecure. But I feel like that for some of you, this person might try to come back. And some years have passed, okay? So for some of you, this happened when you were 18, 19 years old. And now you're in your late 30s and early 40s. And maybe you're still holding on to some type of breakup or some type of rejection that caused you to feel insecure, okay? But this person that caused this feeling in you, they've grown too, right? They've lived life and spiraled through some stuff, and I think somehow y'all are gonna meet back up, or maybe they want to meet back up with you. Somehow y'all are gonna come back into, y'all gonna get on the same path, okay? And if they still see this insecurity on you, you could possibly be messing up some type of faded love, right? So work on that. Work on that. And I feel like that those of you who know that energy, like you said, oh yeah, that I know what she's talking about. Just work on that. Denounce it. A lot of times healing ain't no 9-10 year thing. Sometimes you can just simply say, I no longer move in that hurt. Period. Call it out and let it go. Okay, you don't need therapy for everything. You don't need long drawn out rituals for everything. You don't need spiritual baths for everything. Some things you just command it to leave. Some things just need the command of your voice and it falls off. Okay, so learn your own power. Again, that is what this energy is about anyway, this full moon in Capricorn energy. Okay, that's what we talked about with this very first card. I said the Two of Wands is somebody who knows their power. They're calling their power back to them and they're taking control of their life. Okay, you feel like you're sitting on top of the world because you've done things and you've been able to see what you've said. Okay, you've been able to call things into your life that you really want, and you've actually seen the action take place. So somebody is feeling, or somebody's is feeling very powerful and very in control. Okay, so if you're not feeling that, then that's an indication that you need to begin to do some things. Okay, whether it is an actual ritual, whether it is therapy, or whether you literally just use your voice and command your power. Okay, when you offer thoughts that feed what you really want anyway, like, because a lot of people focus on what they don't want, but when you offer thoughts that only feed what you want, you see it. Because we are living in a realm that's built off of our thoughts. Okay, everything is mental. Everything starts in the mental. It starts in your mind first. So if you keep playing this scenario over and over and over and over in your head, then guess what's going to happen in the physical? Insecure rejection in every area of your life. In every area of your life. Whoever's dealing with this insecurity, and I know I said I wasn't going to poke my finger in it, but Spirit is guiding me to say this. But for those of you who are dealing with the insecurity or the rejection, or the aftermath of something that really hurt you, you're dealing with that in all areas of your life. Everywhere you go, you feel rejected. Everywhere you go, somebody hurts your feelings. But that's because you're walking in that energy and you're welcoming it in abundance, because that's what you keep on your mind. You telling the same old story. Every time somebody from the past see you and they ask you about such and such, you tell that same old story. Tell a new story and attract the cast and the script that you would rather see for that story versus telling the same old story. Create a new story and create a new cast. Okay? Change up the plot, change up the theme, change up the cast. I think I already said that, but change it up. You are the captain of your own ship. You're the illustrator and the author of your own story, okay? But it all starts in the mind. Offer thoughts that align with what you want. And under those conditions, only favorable outcomes can come. Okay, only favorable outcomes can come. I don't think I'm going to pull any more cards. I've actually, well, I don't know. Spirit is saying yes, pull one more. I'll show. Okay, Seven of Cups, and I like that. I can see why Spirit told me to keep going. So seven of flutes, Seven of Cups. There are some things that you're going to have to cut out. There's some edits that you're going to have to make. And I'm going to tell you something. It's about emotional mindsets. It's only about emotional mindsets. For some of you, the only reason you have not found what you're looking for, or you haven't found the exact one you're looking for, is because you have an emotional mindset. Okay? And you must do the necessary work to purify your waters. Okay? Now, on any other card, you would see 7 cups. Okay? And in each of those cups would be something different, okay? Because each of those cups would represent something that's available to you, and you would have to make a decision, have to make a choice. But what I'm hearing, how this plays out for this particular spread, is each of those cups has been tainted by your mindset. So I don't know if you need to put new water in the cups, if you need to clean the cups, if you need to fill each cup up with something totally different. But what I'm hearing as far as the 7 of Cups is concerned and how it is pertaining to your reading is you, and only you, can put in those cups what you need. It is time for you to refill your cups, because the water or the fluid or whatever is in all 7 of those cups is emotional baggage. Each of your cups is a memory of something that has gotten you nowhere, but in an emotional entanglement with yourself. So I know that I'm speaking to somebody who, once you clear the emotional turbulence of your mind, once you clear that, you'll be able to see directly how to get back in alignment with your power. And then once you do that, then you're calling in the exact thing that you desire, right? And that chant, that affirmation that I gave, I can attract relationships that agree with my desires, then that will begin to work for you, okay? Because you won't be speaking from a tainted heart. You won't be speaking from an insecure heart. You won't be speaking from a hurt heart. You will be speaking from a deep-seated desire of, I know what I want, and I'm going to call it in. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you've listened in its entirety, may you get all that energy back. This is where we part, because I conclude this reading. Okay, namaste, and have a wonderful rest of the day.